So I'm going to rank my top 5 concerns. I'm going to go from 5 to 1. You guys, and by the way, feel free to add your 5 concerns. What are your 5? Maybe that's a better way of looking at this. What are your 5 concerns going into the season? Hey, keep liking. We're almost on pace to do 1 million views this month. Wow, man. Wow. We are killing it. By the way, Xander, before we get going in this hour too, put up the new edition. No, not the band. The new addition to the postgame show, the legendary postgame show here on JAKIB Sports. Look at this thing here. Lane Johnson is now joining look at this, Dream Team. This is a dream team here. And we're going to be doing this in line with 6ABC. Right after every Eagle game, he's going to join us either from the locker room, from the field. How great is this going to be? There is not a better post-game show in Philadelphia, TV or radio-wise, than what we have here at JAKIB. You're going to get the legendary Seth, then Lane, present and past, and then a legendary sports talker and Mike Missinelli. And, of course, one of the most connected in is Derek Gunn. That's going to be fantastic. I cannot wait. All starts September 11th right here on JAKIB Sports. By the way, make sure you go over and check out John McMullen's work, too, that he's doing covering the camps and such. All the shows, really doing a great job here, and we appreciate everybody coming aboard. Please hit the like button. Thank you so much again. And I want to say this to you. So I'm going to rank my top 5 concerns. I'm going to go from 5 to 1. You guys, and by the way, feel free to add your 5 concerns. What are your 5? Maybe that's a better way of looking at this. What are your 5 concerns going into the season? And by the way, this is a football team that I have projected going to the NFC Championship game. I have not wavered off of that. Okay? Not wavered. Have not wavered in any way off that. Okay? What are your 5 concerns? Michael says safety, running back, special teams. Eagles 12-5. Hurts, Gannon. My 5 concerns, VJ says, coaches. Coaching. Look at that. Nick, Gannon. I'm going to add 6 here because you guys just give me one more. Okay, here we go. Man, you have an entire unit that you're going to fill out with dudes that are the lower guys on the roster for your special teams. That's poor preparation. The number one team that you should be working on the first hour of practice should be your special teams, then your offense and defense. You know what's funny? All the great coaches that I've been around, Tom Landry, Jimmy Johnson, coaches like that, all started their practices off with special teams. We did 45 to an hour worth of practice on special teams before we even went to individual drills and went to team drills, defense, offense. I don't ever remember not starting out with special teams. We never ended our practice with special teams. Jimmy Johnson made it a priority. That's how we started practice. I was with him for 3 years at Miami and another 2 in Dallas. And I don't ever remember starting a practice off where we didn't start special teams first. And this football team, I don't even know who their unit is. They got to be at the bottom 5 when it comes to the worst special teams units in the league. Now, again, on August 23rd, I'm saying that, but they don't practice it. There's not an emphasis on it. And when I see them in games, they're not really productive. They're just not really productive. So that's a concern. That's 6. 5. I'm sorry, I disagree with Merrill Reese. I don't think the running backs are. I don't think the running backs are. I think they're good enough as a group, but they're not very good pass catchers. The main guy's always hurt. And the other guys, it's one thing to go against 2s and 3s in an exhibition game, but when you're being called on to play in a regular season NFL game, these guys are limited in talent. We see it every time they step on the field. I thought Gainwell and I thought Boston Scott did a nice job against Cleveland last week. Okay. I'm not going to base my entire running back room on going against the Browns 2s and 3s. I think, again, a concern, that's not the major concern, though. Okay? Number 4, I got safety position. There's a gaping hole in your defense. Okay? There's a gaping hole. And if your guys don't get pressure on the quarterback and he doesn't bring blitzes and he plays that soft-ass zone defense, they'll eat that thing apart again. No matter what you've done, they'll eat you up. I think that's a concern, and I think Howie knows that. VJ, don't say gaping hole. Always go there, don't we? Can't take you guys anywhere. Number 3, Jalen Hurts. Funny. I couldn't even get Merrill Reese to have conviction on it. He did the same thing Barrett did today. I think he's the guy. He didn't say he is the guy. Even the great Merrill Reese said it. Because I said, so you're sold that he's the quarterback of today and tomorrow. He said yes, and then he goes, let me revisit that. Because he didn't want to have his feet in the fire on that. Because he's not completely sold either. I asked him that question, and he gave me the if he plays well. I understand that. If he plays well. Okay? 5-star breaking. Brett Favre thinks it's wrong for 49ers to let go of Jimmy. Hey, 5-star. It was wrong for Brett Favre to send penis pictures with his Super Bowl ring on it, with his name on it. Fire that one back at him. Jen Sturger was a friend of mine that he sent that to. That's why I always bring that up. I know Jen's father. Kay played with me at Miami. She went to Florida State, and she's a dear friend. She follows me on Twitter. He's a creep. Favre's a creep. Okay? You think Deshaun Watson? She's like, this guy sends me nude pictures all the time. I'm like, tell your dad. He called the jet management, and that's how that thing got blown up. She goes like this, I don't want to tell my dad. I go, call your father and tell her right now. I go, call your father. And then call me and let me know what your dad says. Hey, yeah. The Jets got a hold of that picture, saw his name on the Super Bowl ring. What an idiot. Right? Hey, man, how you doing? Favre. Bro, what are you doing? Jalen Hurts is my number 3 biggest concern. Will he improve as a passer? And I will not be doing this. Well, I think because they added A.J. Brown and he's a second year in a system and what else? What else? I can't think of. Devonta's better. Goddard's better. Now he's going to be better. I know those guys are better. Okay? So Jalen Hurts is number 3. Number 2, the head coach. Nicholas Scalfaro Sirianni. I made that up, but the middle name at least. We'll see if he's improved as an administrator. We'll see if he's improved. Xander goes like this. We finish 11-6, win 1 playoff game. You extend Hurts. Three years. Man, the money's my problem. That's not a $40 million a year player, in my book. When I see $40 million, I see Justin Herbert. I see Josh Allen. I don't see Jalen Hurts. I don't see the ability. He does not have the ability of those other guys that making that money. Xander goes like this. Herbert still ain't done crap in this league. Let him do something before you keep giving this guy all these kudos. Burrow, I get it. Herbert, everyone's kissing his ass like he's Brady. Okay, well, when I watch Justin Herbert play, I think I can win a Super Bowl with him. When I watch Jalen Hurts play, I don't know. I mean, dude, doesn't your eyeball test at all matter? Okay, so wait a minute. If I used Xander's philosophy, why'd you move off of Jimmy Garoppolo then? Jimmy Garoppolo has done shit, and they moved off him. Jimmy Garoppolo is more accomplished as a starting quarterback than many guys that are playing in the game today. So if we apply that Jalen Hurts philosophy to Jalen, how come we can't apply that to a guy like Garoppolo? Garoppolo's been to a Super Bowl. He's won an NFC title. He's been to 2 of the 3 last NFC championship games. He is 38-16. That's doing shit. But the Niners moved off him for a guy who hasn't done shit. You could tell me all you want about Jimmy G stinking. Jimmy Garoppolo and Jalen Hurts have more in common than you think. They look at Jimmy Garoppolo and go, he can't get it over the top. You mean win a Super Bowl? That's why Trey Lance has to win a Super Bowl. Getting to the playoffs, that's a downgrade. That's a step back. That's a step back. This guy here goes like this. That's a terrible take. Really? What has Jalen done? That guy's won ball games. He's 38-16. You know, when you put the record next to Tom Brady and all of his accomplishments and his one loss, that applies, to not just a handful of guys. It's almost like social media when people want to pick out and call someone a racist or not. They apply these statistics when it suits them and their narrative. I look at if the Pro Football Reference puts the one-loss record next to every quarterback, they all get that distinction. What has Herbert done? You're right. So wait a minute. So you'd rather have Jalen Hurts as your starting quarterback than Justin Herbert. Who says that with a straight face? You would rather have, in Philly, Jalen Hurts over Justin Herbert. Wow. Please don't answer that, because I'll have far less respect for people who answer the dumb way. You would rather have Jalen Hurts in Philly starting and pay him $40 million instead of paying Justin Herbert $40 million. Man, good night. Good night. Xander goes, oh, wait a minute here. No, I'm not that dumb. You know that. I know. Come on here, man. If Robert goes neither, or you would not want Justin Herbert. So do you think the Miami Dolphins are kicking themselves in the head taking Tua over Justin Herbert? You're probably right. They probably like Tua because they took Tua over Herbert. Hey, Chris Greer, really? Try that one on. Tua's our guy. You've been trying to replace him with Brady. You've been trying to replace him with Deshaun Watson. God knew who else. But Tua's my guy. Okay. At least the Eagles weren't jackasses about it. Look at all around. I'd rather have Jalen Hurts than Justin Herbert. Oh, my God. Go Ducks. Hey, man. Good night, almighty. Who in their right mind would say that? Man. Oof. Xander just comes up with a good one here. If Jalen balls out, man, you move those 2 first-round draft choices to move up to get Will Anderson. You got Lawrence Taylor on your team.